Welcome back to another episode of Tactical Tuesdays. My name is Lee Reams. I am the founder and CEO of CountingWorks, and I'm happy to share our latest demo with you. So today we're going to dive into one of the most important levers you have for growth, and that is actually your proposals. So how do you start the relationship with clients? How do you onboard the clients? How do you get the most value communicated and hopefully close as many deals as possible? So here's the truth. Most firms lose time and money right at this stage. You're either stuck writing from scratch, perhaps you're taking a template and trying to vary it to each client. You're chasing clients for a response. You're probably second guessing even, did I charge enough? Did I charge too much? And when that happens, you leave revenue and credibility on the table. So that's why we built our new proposal tool, powered by Max, the most trusted AI tool in the industry. It is designed to take the pain out of proposals and turn them into one of their strongest client-facing assets. So here are some takeaways before I get into the demo and I kind of show how the product works. First of all, Max saves you hours. Okay, I always look at what we're doing at CountingWorks Pro as replacing labor. I think you should as well. So how can I save time? Can I save hours per a client on board? Can I save hours per day on chasing documents, things like that? So the proposal tool is just the beginning of that onboard process. So what does it do? It creates it drafts a polished proposal, customized per client, right? So based on their needs, using language that they would understand and resonates with them, okay? So you can do this now in minutes. So no more blank page syndrome while you're sitting there going, oh, I don't even know where to start, right? You get paid faster. Clients can sign and pay right inside the proposal. We integrate with Stripe, makes it super easy, no separate chasing of invoices, no lag time, right? It's going to help your cash flow. Proposals should sell your value, not just your price. Okay, so Max is built to communicate why you're worth it, not just what you charge. So I think that's a big differentiator, perhaps, in kind of your mindset. And it also helps you know where you stand in the market. One of my favorite features is Max doesn't just drop in your numbers, but it also uses AI to analyze pricing data across different surveys of what people are charging, demographics, cost of living factors, different type of services, what should they look like, engagement size, complexity, even, I'm talking about these regional benchmarks. So meaning a restaurant in San Diego might be charged more than a restaurant in Oklahoma, for example, okay? And what Max does is it compares your proposal against the data set and tells you, hey, are you above the market, below the market? Are you just right to the market? So that way you're never pricing in the dark. So you can see instantly if you're undercharging or if you've earned the right to stay at a premium level. In addition, we have confidence in pricing your way. So we do have the ability to drag or basically upload your current pricing grid, so to speak. So then our system will then use that as the baseline to create the proposal. So it makes it almost, think of it like an inventory, pricing line item with description. So if you have a PDF file, you can just drag that into Max. You do that through the settings. And the whole goal here is ease of use of everything. So from drafting to sending to tracking, okay, it's literally a few clicks. So you can focus on your clients, on the work, what makes you money, not necessarily the paperwork. So the takeaway here is simple. Proposals don't have to be a bottleneck anymore. With Max, they become a growth engine, helping you close faster, charge smarter, and show more value. With that, I'm going to go ahead and jump into our proposal demonstration. So you'll notice here on the left side, I have playbooks. This is where you'll load. This is our staging server, so ignore kind of the testing information, but you'll see the proposal playbook. So if you click into it, we've gone over the settings and some things here before. I'm just going to go over like how some of the new features work. So the first issue is I have a client. I want to send them a proposal. I can click on them and it will load, kind of preload, or I can hit add new clients if this is someone brand new. So let's say we want to go to Marcus Test. We're going to start our AI analysis. So there's a couple things we're doing here. In the background, we're actually loading the context of that client into the prompting. So it already kind of has an idea of who this client is, perhaps their income level, their occupation, things like that, if their data is loaded in the client hub, if you're using the note tools, if you're using the client hub to communicate that. If not, you can just use our prompt box here to give us all the information that you would like to send or share, right? So there are optional things. If you're new to this, you could say, hey, this is clients in the restaurant space, or this client is looking for virtual CFO, or I could just free flow a prompt. So I wrote a prompt that I'm going to use to start this out. So let's just go in here and I'll try to explain kind of what I'm doing. So create a professional proposal for outsourced CFO for services tailored to a mid-sized car dealership. I'm asking what the proposal should include, what kind of services that I'm offering. If I had also wanted to upload financial statements or any balance sheets or any other documentation, let's say I have a one sheet on what this firm does, I could upload it here, or I can go to Client Hub. And if there were file folders already here, I could then just map them out. But let's just go based on the information that I'm giving it. Once I put this prompt in, all I need to do is hit generate recommendations and Max will start calculating. So again, it's now using some prompts and some best practices that we put in kind of the back engine, so the brains of it, to create a proposal. It's going to load your pricing, so your current pricing here on the left, and then it's going to have some market recommendations. So on this example, it says, hey, this is $1,500. You're 6.25% below market based on a client being in Salt Lake City. So let's just say that this client is actually in, let's say, Newport Beach. I can update location and then it automatically says now you're 11% below. You should be charging $1,700. So this is one of the first cool tools with the market base. We're adding a lot more context here to make this even more personalized. If you scroll down, you'll see max recommendations. If you hit see more, this is kind of where you can upsell items. So this is kind of AI's version of saying, hey, you should do strategic tax planning and compliance for dealerships, and then why that's important. So you can decide to use that or not. Let's just say we're going to pick revenue recognition. We're going to make that part of our proposal. So once we're ready, I can now hit next. And Max is going to go ahead and take that prompt data that I put in there, and it is going to put together a custom proposal for this client. So in the proposal, we're excited to offer outsourced CFO services tailored to your mid-sized car dealership. We're committed. Here's a executive summary. This is what the financial challenges are. This is the value of strategic CFO oversight. This is what our services will include. So this is pretty comprehensive, right? I am able to come in here and edit directly in any way I want. I can delete things, I can add things, I can do a bunch of stuff, right? So let's say though that I want to utilize the prompt to give me even more information. Let's say I want to enhance it to be more marketing speak. I can come in here now and put in some more. So I want to say, hey, enhance the above proposal by weaving in specific pain points and benefits, examples. I don't want to read everything, but basically now I hit generate content and I'm able now to create a new version. So I'll have, A version A, which I had created originally, or Max and I had created originally. Now this is version B, and I can compare the two. Do I like what it did? Did I not? I can then approve it and compare side by side. So it added a bunch of data here, right? So dealer specific challenges, high cost of inventory. So now we're really digging deep into kind of what the service is going to be. I'm talking to them specifically. I'm talking to using language that they would know. I'm able to say kind of what I'm going to provide. This is much more sophisticated. So I just say, okay, I love this. I hit apply changes. I now have this updated and I'm ready to share. There are some other ways to version things. I can add adjust tone here. That's up to people. You can also do that through the prompting. This is more for beginners, I would say. I could add additional services if I wanted to add something, but let's say I'm happy with this proposal as is. I just hit next. It will generate the email that will go out. It will include my branding. It will include a welcome email. I can edit this. I can view the email. But if I'm ready to go, I'm ready just to send. So I hit confirm and send proposal. And now that is out the door. So that's how easy it is now to create proposals in the CountyWorks platform. This is available only to 3.0 and higher customers. Again, we do limit some of the playbooks based on the type of package you're in. You'll notice here in this top left, engagement letter playbook. Guess what? That is coming here soon. It might be available here in the next coming days. And we're taking the same type of technology and making it super easy to create an engagement letter for clients. I'm not going to go through a full demo here, but it is the same concept, generating an engagement letter in moments, personalizing it to the client, adding the e-sign. I can now version it however I want with other prompts. So a little bit of a tease, but I hope you're really enjoying all the new tools that we're coming out with. We call this a really tech-enabled labor replacement in some ways, or labor saving tools, whatever you want to talk about. We know you guys are really busy. You need to optimize every hour and get as big of an ROI as you can in your investment accounting work. So this is just the beginning of what we're doing on workflow. Let us know if you have any questions. If you're a current client, email help@counterworkspro.com, ask for assistance or schedule some time with Abel or Patrick, and they'll go gladly, or Alex, and they'll gladly go in and show you the tools. If you are a legacy client and want to upgrade, feel free to set up a demo from the counterworkspro.com homepage. We're happy to hear from you. Really excited about what we're doing. We have a big product update. Read about some of these tools if you're a current customer, what we're doing and what's in the queue. Again, thanks to you for being a client, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.